Good braking. Good braking. All right, let's take a look at this one more time. Why do you think these cars over on this right side decided to switch lanes in front of us? Basically in front of us because we're lane filtering between both lanes. Technically, we're not lane filtering right now because we have our own lane, but once vehicles come, we can lane filter, and this looks like it might be California. So why did they start to switch over this way? It's because our lane is moving compared to their lane, so you have to be very careful with that. When you see this pattern, okay, just like the side of the vehicle, when you see this pattern, get ready for anyone to lane merge. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, let's be in lane position 3. Oops, let's go. I'm terrible at counting. Lane position 3. That way, people in their mirrors can see me. That's what I hear that all the time. It's like, be in lane position 3 so people in their mirrors can see me. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen if you're in lane position 1, 2, or 3, or if you're right next to them. They don't see you. They won't see you because just like motorcyclists, when I say that there's a ton of things to take in and you can't handle every single factor, that's why you should minimize as many factors as possible. Same thing with car drivers. The problem is car drivers don't get the training, so they can maybe only handle 5 things at once. Motorcyclists with training probably handle 20 things at once. And these are all just throwing away numbers. This is just, you know, we can handle more than a typical car driver. That's why when you go out and get a motorcycle class, you're going to become a better driver because you start to recognize a bunch of other hazards and different things. So I don't trust the fact that if I'm in lane position 3, these people will see me in their mirrors. I don't trust that. I'm going to put that responsibility of my own safety with me. I don't want to put it in somebody else's hands, okay? I want to have power over my own safety. So when I see something like this, it doesn't really matter what lane position you're in when it comes to vision, okay? It doesn't matter when it comes to vision. What it matters is your space cushion. That's what I care about. I want to stay away from other vehicles. Now, this wall is not going to jump out in front of me, so I will be fine when I stay next to the wall. So I will be in lane position 1 or 2, so maybe like lane position 1.5. That's probably where I'll be staying in that lane. That way I have a bigger space cushion from anybody in the other lane instead of being, let's get a different color, instead of being right here where I only have maybe this much. Geez, I can't even draw this much space cushion. Now, it doesn't seem like much, but that little bit really does matter. So that is where I would be. I would be in lane position 1.5. This way I can accelerate or decelerate if I had to. So why are these people going over? That's the biggest question here. Okay, this is what I want you to prepare for, is because this lane is going slower than our lane, which is this lane right here. If that's the case, if you're ever a driver, which I'm sure a lot of you are, if you're in a lane that's going slower and the lane next to you is going faster, you're going to merge into that lane. Simple as that. But the thing is, we're the motorcyclists in the path of travel of that person wanting to do their thing. So we have a possible collision, and that's what happens here. So as soon as that happens, we hear the horn going off. We don't like what's happening, and he's starting to apply some brake pressure. Okay, so he's applying his brakes. That's great. So now we have only this much total stopping distance. So now we have to make sure we stop in time. Now, the only way that's going to happen is with good progressive brake pressure. So you start applying some brake pressure so you get that weight to that front end and squeeze more and more and more until you come to a stop if you have to. You only have to slow down enough so you don't hit something. There it is. Good progressive brake pressure. We don't really have a hazard of this guy stopping and backing up into us. We just have to maintain as much of a space cushion as we can. This is not enough space cushion for me, but in an emergency situation, this is all we could do. From here, I would just maintain 14 miles an hour until the car in front of me increases the gap for me. Okay, so I can't go backwards to increase my space cushion, but this Chevy Colorado can keep going faster and faster and faster while I maintain 14. And then when I feel comfortable, I'm going to get up to speed and maintain my spot with him. That's what I'd be doing in that. And you can even see it right there. We have another vehicle wanting to switch over. So now you're just going to have a bunch of people switching over. So be very aware, be very careful with that. Increase your space cushion, increase your bubble, increase your vision, get good line of sight. keep practicing. Raphael, how you doing, man? Yeah, Viper, he did handle it really well. Oh, there's the panic brake.